On one hand, I am shocked that Shanks is a daddy. On the other hand, I am not shocked because Shanks is my daddy.
What is that opening line?
What do you mean?
What is that?
What? He's gonna carry the cat tree past the camera.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So the new trailer for One Piece Film Red was released, and the big news on everyone's minds is that wait, how do you pronounce her name?
Made a video
Taking.
about One Piece Film Red. I thought to
Tell me.
myself, name of a new character, Uta. So,
Okay, alright, so Uta. So the news is that Uta is the daughter of Shanks. So let's talk about that. On one hand, I'm not surprised because here we have someone like Big Mom who, when she was in her early 20s, had 17. She was a good looking lady, okay? So her having as astronomical as 17 children when she met Kaido when she was in her early 20s, that's a lot, but I could see, makes sense. She's out there, she's doing the work, she's making them babies, she's doing the pump and dump, she's doing the yam and scram, she's in there, she's out. When you take that, and you also look at Shanks, Shanks has the same level of power in the world, he is an emperor of the seas, and he's a daddy. He's a good looking guy, he's a daddy. So, having this piece of news is not a full-blown shock. And then when I say that, it is because we haven't been told this whatsoever. And it makes it a little bit confusing because apparently this film is not canon in the whole story of One Piece. So I wasn't expecting anything to be full-blown crazy with reveals or information or anything, just maybe some added exposition, some added info in regards to Shanks. But for something as big as a daughter of Shanks, that's pretty big. So I'm thinking, is she really the daughter of Shanks? Is this some sort of like Whitebeard situation where it's like an adopted daughter? Is it biological? But regardless of all of that, I appreciate the level of complexity with this character. It's actually an interesting character to have for the base of this film. And it makes me more intrigued about the whole film in general. I mean, I was already intrigued because, man, it's about Shanks. I want to see more Shanks. Shanks is my dude. And I'm always excited for the One Piece films because they are such a good time. So at the very end of the trailer, you have Shanks talking to Uta saying, there is no peace or equality in the world. And so I believe that that is a key motivation for Uta's character, and that this directly ties in with her ability that I stated in my previous video, with that her ability is, with her singing, putting characters into a trance state which encompasses all of the island. And so I would believe that you have Uta, who uses her musical talents, her singing ability, to encompass all of those on the island, to then create a sense of equality in the world, a sense of peace in the world. And of course, the conflict with this is that Luffy's whole agenda is to have freedom. So if you have someone like Uta, who is the daughter of Shanks, you have Luffy, who admires Shanks so much, is inspired to go out to the seas to meet Shanks once again, having this conflict where she is causing people to lose their freedom. She's controlling all the people on this island to have this sort of level of peace or equality. That's the major conflict with Luffy versus Uta in the film, and I totally believe that to go and be the case. In terms of situations occurring in the film that could take place, you could have Luffy meeting up with Ace once again because that's a big part of his character and that he loves Ace so much. You could have Brook on the island, and his experience is that every single person on the island has no problem showing them their panties. That could be his perfect world. You can insert pretty much every single situation with every Straw Hat crew member of a really heartfelt moment that they have missed or has been lost, reoccurring once again on this island, which causes everybody to feel happy, to feel good, that everything is great in the world because everything is perfect and normal. Now, of course, you can expect that Uta has this hatred towards Luffy because Shanks hasn't once mentioned to anybody, it seems, that he has Uta as a daughter. So when you have that happening and Uta really cares about Shanks, and then you have Shanks talking about Luffy having the straw hat that Shanks had given to Luffy, how sentimental that is for Shanks giving that to Luffy, there is going to be some animosity and jealousy towards Uta and Luffy, which of course would cause that conflict in the film. I'm super excited to go and see this film. This is just another aspect to the film that I really am intrigued about. I was already sold on seeing Shanks, but also having the character have such an interesting dynamic to them, I really do appreciate. I hope you all have an awesome day. Take care, and I'll see you all on the next one.